Hi, I'm bigcal and welcome back to my world. I keep saying this every time I do another video. It's like, yeah, I'm going to start getting them out more regularly. And then I keep getting ill and I never get stuff done. So yeah, I do one video, think, yeah, great, I'm going to start doing some more. Then I get ill, nothing happens. Yeah, so touch wood. Think I'm finally okay now. Might actually get some videos done because, of course, in a few weeks' time, Dragon Quest-tober 3 begins, where I spend the entire month of October doing Dragon Quest themed videos. So cannot wait for that. It's my favourite time of the year. Love Dragon Quest, love doing videos on it. Anyway, today's video is a recent video games pickups video, which I haven't actually done in some time. These have been, very spread out due to illness. I've got a pile of games right now. I can see them on my bed, all in different piles for different consoles. I need to test a bunch of them out, record footage, and then I can do videos for them. But I do have some today that I can show off because I've got footage for them, and those are Nintendo Switch games. So, first up we have one that I haven't opened, don't have game footage for because I'm not going to play it because it was a complete waste of money, and that is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 The Sith Lords. So, this game originally came out, the original Xbox and PC. I own both of those versions actually. The original Xbox is somewhere around here, yep. And I own it on Steam. And unfortunately, when it was released, it was technically unfinished. It got rushed to release or whatever, and there was a lot of missing content. However, due to modders, that missing content has been restored, and you could install a mod and get all the content back. So, when Limited Run were releasing the physical version of it, Aspyr, who've been porting all of these Star Wars games over to modern systems, said, yes, we're going to release the DLC missing content pack. The time frame that they gave came and went, silence from them for almost an entire year, and then they just popped up and said, yeah, we promised we're going to give you that DLC. We're not now. No reason given. Absolutely nothing, just a middle finger and a fuck you to everyone who bought the game expecting, the restored content DLC to be part of it. So yeah, waste of money. It was like, why am I going to play it on the Switch now when I'll just play the Steam version with the content actually all there? I was looking forward to playing it on the Switch because handheld, I could play it in bed. I don't have a Steam Deck or anything like that, so yeah, it would have been great. But now it's just not even worth opening because I'm not going to play it because why would I? It's missing parts of the game. So, waste of money. Next we have, definitely a bit of a waste of money, but certainly still fun and playable. And that is AEW Fight Forever. AEW, aka All Elite Wrestling, it's only been around for 5 years. Tony Khan, his dad is a billionaire, owns some football teams or whatever. Yeah, he basically got together with some of the top indie stars at the time, as well as Chris Jericho, and started up a company. And they are technically competing with WWE. Yeah, they're on, the Turner Network, like WCW used to be. They've got a couple of weekly shows and all this, and pay-per-views, and they just sold out Wembley Stadium, mostly. Apparently the numbers for the attendance was wrong, but yeah, whatever. Still did, over 70,000 people, which is insane. Yeah, a couple of years ago said, yeah, we're going to release a game. It's going to be sort of a callback to the N64 wrestling games that a lot of the wrestlers grew up playing. Some of them were involved in it. So we were pretty hyped for it because those N64 games are fantastic. And then it got released. And, okay, the core gameplay, if you just go in, choose a wrestler, and have a match, it is fun as hell. It is just a really fun wrestling game in that sense. Yeah, I've had a blast playing through it. Unfortunately, there is a severe lack of content. Severe lack of match types. There's no cage match. One of the most basic match types that have been in since the wrestling games on the NES. It was like WrestleMania Steel Cage Challenge on the NES. The NES has a cage match. This doesn't. Missing a ton of matches. They've since added a whole one match type from DLC, the Stadium Stampede, where up to 30 players can go online. I tested it out about a week ago, thought it was absolutely terrible, so yeah, won't be doing that again. The Creator Wrestler content is laughably terrible. I think WWF Warzone, which was one of the earliest games to have a Creator Wrestler feature, probably has more content than this. The only thing this has over a lot of games is the moves. There are a ton of moves. There's every move near enough and variations of moves, so that's good, but creating every other part of the wrestler is terrible. Yeah, season mode, there was a career mode or whatever on there. It starts off fun and then you just get kind of bored with it, but luckily it only lasts like 3.5 hours. You can do it in a single sitting if you want. You have to do it multiple times if you want to unlock certain wrestlers, so there's a bit of replayability there, but not much still. Yeah, and then there's some DLC content that's coming out. Some's already been released. I think it's a bit too expensive for what you get. You pay like a tenner or whatever and get 2 wrestlers. Yay, and some of them are just pointless. I mean, I'm waiting for the Hook DLC to come out. Hook, if you don't know, is the son of Taz, ECW legend, who was one of the few ECW wrestlers I actually enjoyed. He's now a commentator for AEW. His son Hook, absolutely awesome. But he comes in a pack with Danhausen, who's just some weird comedy figure who I just don't understand. He occasionally wrestles, he's had like 4 matches maybe, but I just don't understand what he does, what his appeal is, and he's just a waste of money throwing him in with Hook. I'd rather have just paid half the price and just got Hook. But that's not even out yet, so yeah. So the game at its core is very fun, it's lacking content. They have claimed they're going to be supporting it up to 2 years, but now there are claims coming out that they've basically given up on it, so we don't know. AEW, bit of a mess right now. Don't pay full price for it. Absolutely do not pay full price for it. Get it nice and cheap in a couple of months' time or whatever. Yeah, you're probably going to have fun with it. And yeah, AEW fight forever. Next we have a game that was released on the Famicom, and I think it got a NES release, but only in like one region, maybe Brazil or something weird like that. Yeah, so and the fact that it was only released on the Famicom usually doesn't mean that much with Famicom games. They're usually very cheap. This one, very expensive still, so it's very nice to see on modern systems. Gimmick! This is the special edition. Yeah, it's basically just the game for modern systems. You've got backgrounds and things you can choose between, and you've got your rewind and pause features and things like that, and save states. So yeah, it's just a really nice way to play this game without shelling out an absolute fortune or emulating it. Although I guess it's technically emulated, but whatever. It's on a cartridge, it's really fun. It's kind of like a Mega Man game with a little bit of Kirby thrown in there. I mean, it looks like Kirby for starters. Yeah, it's very, very difficult though. Very difficult. But really fun, yeah. And even comes with an instruction manual, proper physical instruction manual, and it's done just like they were back in the day for the NES. Size, shape and everything. So, yeah, very nice to own that. Next we have a game that I've been wanting to buy for the Switch for years, but I was waiting for the physical version. The physical version was waiting for the DLC to come out so they could put it on the cartridge with it. And it finally happened, and that is Cuphead. The awesome 1940s, 1950s style hand-drawn animation, looks like the old cartoons, just wonderful. The sound is amazing. Run and gun style, very, very difficult. Absolutely insane. It's so difficult, some reviewers couldn't even make it past the tutorial, if anyone remembers that. Yeah, but very, very fun game. I did buy it on Steam not long after it came out. There was a discount not long after it came out. I bought it. It's like, oh, I really like this game, but I want to play it on the Switch. So I did wait, it finally came out, and I managed to get it in a sale as well, so it only cost me about, I think it was £18 actually, not 20, yeah. And it comes with lots of goodies on the inside here. I'll show you some images of those things, little cards and a membership card and things like that. Just really cool, really nice presentation, really, really good game. Since I own 1 and 2 physical on the Switch now, as well as the Wii U, but yeah, just sticking with the Switch. The first game was very difficult to get hold of, thanks to Nintendo being Nintendo, but I did finally get it. And the third game came out, and I've just been waiting and waiting to get it a bit cheaper. I did get it in a sale, and that is Bayonetta 3. Amazing sort of hack and slash, Devil May Cry, God of War style gameplay, but with the character of Bayonetta, who's absolutely awesome. Yeah, I can't really talk too much about it because I've only played, the very beginning of the game because I don't want to spoil myself, because I've still got to fully play through 1 and 2. Definitely plan to do it at some point, but until then, yeah, Bayonetta 3 is just going to be sitting waiting for me. Lastly, two games that probably going to seem very weird on their own, and for multiple reasons. One, they're digital games. Normally, I don't talk about the digital games in my pickups videos because, honestly, I just kind of forget about them because I don't have anything physical to hold up saying, look what I bought! Yeah, but with these I do because they were code-in-the-box games, and normally I'm kind of against code-in-the-box games, especially if there's also an actual physical version of it, if there's a cartridge or a disc or whatever, and then they later release a version of it with the code in the box for the same price, or they get rid of the actual physical version and just replace it with that. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. These games only normally available digital only, so getting code in the box was a decent idea for me. And they were cheaper for me to get the code in the box than they were buying them digitally. So yeah, got these on offer. They were like 2 for £20 or £15 each. So yeah, 15 digitally or 2 for 20 with the code in the box. So I just went with that. And those are Trivial Pursuit Live and Wheel of Fortune. All-time classics, right? Yeah, so you're going to be seeing a lot of these type of games coming up in my pickups videos in the next, well, maybe one or two before October, depending on how many I get done. Then October, there won't be any of those. And then, you know, come November, absolutely. Yeah, because I'm buying up a ton of quiz game and game show games to do a video on in the future. I don't know, just really got interested in some of them lately and ended up thinking, yeah, I'm going to do a big video on these, so bought them. Trivial Pursuit Live, based on a board game type thing as well, you know, physical quiz. Never actually played that before. It's just, you know, general knowledge and things in all different categories, and you every time you collect so many points or answers, whatever, you get a slice of the coloured pie, and when you collect them all, you win or something. Yeah, yeah, it's fine, you know, whatever. Wheel of Fortune, big fan of the actual show. I'm one of those sad people here in the UK that watch Challenge TV during the daytime and watch all the old game shows. Wheel of Fortune, unfortunately, it's the American version, so a lot of the questions are very much American based, and I'll look at sometimes, I'll only be missing like 3 letters, and I'll just be looking at it thinking, I have no idea what that word could be. And then, you know, I finally just put in some letters and it gets it right, and I look at it, it's like, not a clue. Definitely an American thing. No idea what it is here. So it would have been nice for a UK version to come out, but whatever. Still, it's Wheel of Fortune. You spin the wheel, you land on some money, you guess a letter. If you get it right, you get money based on how many letters you got. You try and guess the word, and yeah, it's just a blast. I have played far too much of this, to be honest. I've recorded like just me playing 2 standard games of it, and I've probably played about 50 games of it so far. Yet to lose as well, so yeah, very happy with that. And those are my recent Nintendo Switch pickups. So some fun stuff, some good stuff, and some total shite. Go the fuck away, I hate you, Aspire. Screw you. Yeah, not buying your shite again after you just lied to us and ignored us and never gave us a reason. Yeah, Nintendo Switch games. So, I'm bigcal, thanks for watching. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought of my pickups on the Nintendo Switch. Let me know what you've got recently for the Nintendo Switch, and I'll see you again next time.